Welcome to another edition of Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm here with my co-host, Haley Westridge.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Episode number 40.
40. That's awesome for us.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're having fun.
We are.
And people are finding out about it.
Yes, absolutely. And we've got an amazing guest star with us here today. We've got Derek Ventura from Doo-Wop and the Drifters.
Yeah, I've never met Derek before today, so I'm anxious to get to know him.
Yes.
And so that'll be coming up in just a moment. But if you haven't tuned in before, we do this segment always called Dumb Questions, or things that make you go, Now, my son said that we should do dumb inventions, and he suggested a dumb invention would be an ejection seat on a helicopter. And I thought that was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. So we may do that going forward too. But here's the dumb questions. What happens if you go on a survival course and you don't pass?
Ooh.
Yeah, you're not surviving, I guess. When cheese gets its picture taken, what does it say?
That's good.
Why do mattresses have springs if they aren't made for jumping?
That's right.
So, did you ever jump on your bed?
Oh, of course.
You did?
How
Did you
about
get caught?
A couple times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, if a candle factory burns down, does everyone just stand around and sing happy birthday?
Oh man, that wouldn't be very good.
No. So, of those four, which one of those was the dumbest?
I like the happy birthday one.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thought-provoking question that we like to ask. Be sure to ask this at your family dinner table tonight. If you could be an Olympic athlete, in what sport would you compete?
Ooh. I'd have to say softball, but that's just because I played when I was younger, so that'd be really fun.
Yeah. If I could just compete in anything, just to say I would do it, I would want to do an extreme sport like the snowboarding or the ski jumping. I mean, I ski, but I don't jump like those guys doing flips. And so if I could just do that,
would be
fun. I would love that.
Yes.
It would be super awesome. It's the end of October. Right around the corner is Christmas.
Yes.
And it's going to be an exciting Christmas in Branson because Silver Dollar City is going to have 1.5 million more lights than what they had last year. And so that's going to be pretty exciting. Of course, they have the light parade, they have the Christmas shows, they do all of that. Yes. But they already had like 5 or 6 million lights. And now they're going to take it up another 1.5 million. It's
going to be crazy. I'm so excited for it.
So another thing that's going on, we have lots of Christmas light drive-through displays. Mm-hmm. And so just out from our studio here, we have Branson's Gift of Lights. Yes. And so that's over about a mile and a half, 300 plus displays. And so we encourage people to go to Branson's Gift of Lights as well. Mm-hmm. It's right over by the Sight and Sound Theater. And so plan your Branson vacation for Christmas now. And we'll be back in just a moment with more Play Branson.
Try something different this vacation. Bring the whole family to Branson Segway. Segways are the most fun on 2 wheels since the bicycle. It's safe and fun. Ride at your own pace on our specially designed track. You can do it.
I don't know if I can do this, guys. I don't know.
To get your family from ho-hum to adventure, ride a Segway. Branson Segway and Adventure Center on Highway 165, just 1 block south of Titanic.
Come on, slowpokes! Ride like the wind! Woo!
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Welcome back to Play Branson. We're here today with Derek Ventura. Derek, it's good to have you. You are at the Hot Hits Theater with Doo-Wop and the Drifters, right?
Yes, okay. And that is correct.
Okay. Well, it's good to have you here. Today is the first time I've got to meet you, and so just tell people kind of about your background and your history as a performer, and then we'll eventually get into the show today.
Yes. Well, I have been in the business now for about 48 years.
Wow.
I began as a teenager, and becoming a part of talent shows, and after that I had a few bands, and
What kind of bands were they?
oh, actually, I was in every type of band, from a reggae band to a 12-piece orchestra, wherein I sang the tunes of the Rat Pack.
Okay.
I was in a jazz band.
And so did you play instruments as well, or was that just all
Oh,
singing?
yes.
Okay.
I play a little guitar. I play the keyboards, but I'm a drummer.
Drummer.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And so you were doing that, and so I see that you were also you were signed to a record company. Can you? Is that where
Yes.
did that fit into your performance life?
Okay, I had a 7-piece band, and after we recorded a song, I set out to find us a record deal. Like, this was back in my hometown in New York, and I signed a management deal with a manager who shopped it and got us a recording contract on Brunswick Records. The album, it was basically a regional type of a hit, like out on the East Coast.
Okay.
But it was a great experience into the recording business for me.
Mm-hmm.
And after that I recorded a few bands in the 70s, and attempted to shop record deals due to my affiliation with Brunswick as well. So I did that. Also, around that time, I was in demand as a studio drummer, and I covered some of the music of the R&B groups of the 70s. Like most of the artists on the Philly International label, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, the Intruders. I was like called in to play drums.
So you got to
On
work
their
with a lot of
tracks.
different entertainers over the years then
Oh,
by
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. One of the bands I had in New York, I shared guitar players with the Drifters.
Okay.
And he was instrumental in getting me an audition, because when they were in town, he would become a part of my group. And I did the country club circuit. I did weddings. I did bar mitzvahs as well, and I'm not even Jewish.
Yeah.
And it was a grand time. It really was. But that's what led me to being hired as the lead singer of the Drifters. And up until that time, I had never been out of the country. And you can imagine my surprise at getting the phone call to say, you have been hired.
Wow.
And do you have a passport?
Yeah.
A passport? I don't have a passport. I've never been out of the country. Like, do I need one? Well, yes, you do, because you're going to have 2 weeks to learn the whole show, and then we go to Munich and to Holland, and I'm just going, wow, I don't believe this.
were you excited or were you scared?
Oh, no, I was both, Chris. I
Yes.
was both.
Yeah.
And that lasted for 12 years.
12 years. So tell people, maybe if they are not familiar with the Drifters, tell people, like, give a synopsis of the Drifters.
Oh, well, everyone has a favorite Drifters tune, like whether they know it or not. And it crosses all age barriers, even though, Haley, this was like before your time here. But everyone has heard of such hits as Under the Boardwalk,
Under the Boardwalk,
or
yes.
Up on the Roof, or Save the Last Dance. And the neat thing about all of those songs is each generation has sampled them
Right.
to keep the music alive.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So a long history there of being in the business and then being the lead singer of a very popular group for a long time as well. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
And exciting. So you've got to do a lot of things over your musical career. And we're going to talk a little bit more here in just a moment about how you actually got to Branson and your show in Branson. And so, folks, we'll be back in just a moment with more. Stay tuned.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Try something different this vacation. Bring the whole family to Branson Segway. Segways are the most fun on 2 wheels since the bicycle. It's safe and fun. Ride at your own pace on our specially designed track. You can do
I
it.
don't know if I can do this, guys. I don't know.
To get your family from ho-hum to adventure, ride a Segway. Branson Segway and Adventure Center on Highway 165, just 1 block south of Titanic.
Come on, slowpokes. Ride like the wind. Woo!
Welcome back to Play Branson. We're here with Derek Ventura of Doo-Wop and the Drifters. Derek, it's been good to have you here. Looking forward to hearing more of your story.
Yes.
So, Derek, you spent a lot of time with the Drifters, but after that, what kind of happened after you had completed the Drifters?
Okay. After my time there, I took a break. Only because I was at a point like wherein I felt I had seen all that there is to see out here, and I had performed with a lot of my idols even.
Sure.
And I just thought that it was a time to kick back, and so I kind of retired a little bit for about 2 years.
Okay.
I ventured into the art of recording, and it was around the time of home recording, wherein you didn't have to go to a recording studio anymore.
Right.
However, you could have it in your home. So that fascinated me, and I read up on all of the equipment to buy, and I finally had my studio, and I locked myself in there for 2 years.
Wow.
Well, after that, I got a call from a 50s group that I used to be on the road with when I was in the Drifters called Frankie Lyman's Teenagers. Now, if you don't know who Frankie Lyman was, there would not have been a Michael Jackson had there not been a Frankie Lyman, because he was 12 years old and he was the first kid singer to make it. And all of the members in his group were 14 and 15. So I was asked to become their lead singer. I have a high voice still in my old age, but at that time I really had a high voice, and like you can imagine having to emulate each night the voice of like a 12-year-old kid, but I pulled it off. And it was a lot of fun. That lasted a couple of years, I believe, about 4.
Okay.
And after that, I had decided it's time for another challenge here. So one thing I have never done is try to be a solo artist. I had always performed in other groups. So I tried my hand at that. And at that time, it was the beginning of the advent of the one-man band with tracks. And so I read up on how could I have a band in the can and still make money, and I did that pretty much up until I came here.
Yeah. And so how did you get to Branson?
Okay, I came to Branson by way of Nebraska. I moved from New York to Denver. My last gig with the teenagers, it was in Denver at the Paramount with Frankie Avalon and Ben Vereen and the Crystals and the Del Vikings. And I kind of fell in love with that town. I had a relative who lived there as well. And so I lived in Denver like for a while, and then I migrated to Omaha, Nebraska. So I came here by way of Omaha, Nebraska. Now, in Omaha, I was a one-man band who performed in the casinos across the river in Council Bluffs,
Gotcha.
Iowa.
Yeah.
And they rotated me over there. And on the Nebraska side, I performed in the nightclubs and restaurants, and received a call from the owner of a restaurant that Warren Buffett frequents. And the owner of that restaurant went to school with Warren Buffett. And I performed in this restaurant called Garot's for 8 or 9 years. And at the convention, each year, the end of it all, it like would be for Warren and his Berkshire folks to come and eat dinner
Yeah.
at Garot's. And I got to know him personally. I even know the songs that he likes.
Yeah. So,
which was
did
great.
he play a role in you coming to Branson then?
Oh, no.
No?
Oh,
Okay.
no. Like my coming here, you know, in my long career, I've always had to find a new challenge. I felt that it was time to look for other things.
Gotcha.
And a friend of mine who performed here had said, you should look into Branson because I'll bet you would do well there. I said, where is Branson?
I tell you what, we're going to take that as a stop, and we're gonna stop right there for just a moment, and we'll be back.
The award-winning Quality Inn West. It's the closest hotel in Branson to Silver Dollar City and near Branson's IMAX complex. Relax in the indoor pool or hot tub. The hotel offers relaxing queen rooms and 2-room suites. Enjoy each morning's free hot breakfast inside or out on the patio. For more information or to make reservations, call 800-443-8694.
Welcome back to Play Branson. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm here with our guest today, Derek Ventura. He's with the Doo-Wop and the Drifters, a long history of performing in the music industry with lots of different bands. And so,
So Derek, tell us
back.
just a little bit about the show and what people can expect.
Doo-Wop and the Drifters is a concept that I always had, and I'm fortunate enough, having come here since July of 2016 to be able to put this show on. Doo-Wop, it pretty much is about or offers the hits of the Drifters, but it's more about a sound called doo-wop that originated out of New York City in the 50s. And so, along with hits of the Drifters, we cover hits of other groups in the 50s who were just as popular.
So what time can they see you at the show?
The show runs on Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. and on Monday and Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
Okay. So you're doing 4 shows a week at the Hot Hits Theater, which is on Commercial Street.
Yes.
And so if people want to go, they like the music of the 50s or the Drifters, it'd be an awesome show for them to check out. And they could actually meet the lead singer of the Drifters, and I got to look at my notes because I can't remember, Frankie Lyman's Teenagers. And so I'm guessing you have a bunch of amazing stories. And then after the show, people can get their autographs with you, get their picture taken, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So folks, we'll be back in just a moment.
The Holiday Inn Express, Green Mountain Drive. It's the perfect resort hotel for your next Branson stay. Check into one of our many room types. Then relax in the refreshing indoor pool and hot tub. Enjoy the free hot breakfast every day. For more information or to make reservations, call 800-321-7275.
Try something different this vacation. Bring the whole family to Branson Segway. Segways are the most fun on two wheels since the bicycle. It's safe and fun. Ride at your own pace on our specially designed track. You can do
I
it.
don't know if I can do this, guys. I don't know.
To get your family from ho-hum to adventure, ride a Segway. Branson Segway and Adventure Center on Highway 165, just 1 block south of Titanic.
Come on, slowpokes! Ride like the wind! Woo!
Welcome back to Play Branson. We're so glad you guys have got to tune in to us today. We've got a lot of exciting events coming up in the next couple weeks. We already talked a little bit about Christmas, but
Right.
Ozark Mountain Christmas starts really November 1st. It goes through the end of December. And so it's a very popular time here. Most of the shows are either doing full Christmas shows or sometimes they'll do half Christmas, half their regular show. Entertainers that are coming up that are here just, a little bit is Neil McCoy, and he is a fabulous entertainer. He's going to be here November 1st, 2nd, 8th, 9th, and 15th and 16th at the Mansion, and he will not disappoint you. Jay Leno's coming Friday, November 3rd to the Welk Resort, and then Scotty McCreary, Saturday, November 11th.
That's going to be good.
And I hear you already have your
I
tickets.
do. 5th row. I'm so excited.
And so you're excited. So Scotty, if you don't have a girlfriend, she'd probably go out with you, maybe. So call me, I'll set you up.
There you go.
And then we have Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin brothers. They've been here in Branson many times, of course, and they're going to be over at Dick Clark's on Wednesday, November 1st and Wednesday, November 15th. And as we always tell you, if you're planning your vacation trip, be sure to go to ibranson.com where you can plan and book all of your shows, attractions, and hotels. And if you haven't been to Branson before, you've got to come. It's one of those things, once you've been here, you're just going to want to keep coming back over and over. And it's a great time to bring your family as well, especially at Christmas. Make it a Christmas tradition. You're not going to find a better place in the United States to come for a Christmas trip, right?
That's for sure.
So it's been great getting to interview Derek and hear about his drifter days. And, lots of history there in those
Yes.
songs. And people can go see him at the Hot Hits Theater. And so this has been another fun episode
It has
of Play
been.
Branson. And so until next week, have a good week.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need ibranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at ibranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. ibranson.com.